As Minecraft has updated over time, many unsolved questions have risen as new evidence is found. But the oldest theory, dating way back to Minecraft's beta days, has remained unanswered for years. Until today. This is the theory of Minecraft's giants. The first question that we have to ask ourselves is, are these giants even real? While scrolling through Minecraft's forums, I stumbled upon this video, posted all the way back in 2011 in Minecraft's beta version 1.7. And so far, it seems pretty normal to me. He killed some pig, got some pork chop, made a furnace. This is just regular Minecraft. What? Wait, what happened? The video looped. That was it? That's the whole thing? Did you see that? His render distance was really low, and then boom, it like expanded? How? Did he hit some sort of keybind maybe on his computer? More importantly, I'm focusing on the wrong thing. Look at that. That zombie. Wait, is that just a normal zombie? Or is that a giant zombie? I can't tell. The perspective is kind of weird. I don't know. Does this prove they're real or is this fake? I mean, this user posted a seed, except it was 2011. Will it still work? Holy. This looks seriously boomer, dude. I don't even have a hunger bar? Bro, these graphics are so ancient. Look at the area. Is this the same spot from the video? I kind of recognize the sand here. This is where it was like killing the pig, which means the farm would have been about there. And I remember that mountain. The giant spawned right there. That's where we saw it. So the giant should be around here somewhere? Wait, no, that's not how it worked. That's not how it happened. He changed his render distance, I think? Maybe there's a setting we don't know about. Forward, back, jump, drop, left, right. Toggle fog. Guys, I've never seen this before. Does this somehow connect to the giant? Does it only spawn in the fog when you can't see it? I don't know, but I gotta try this. So on my keyboard, it says to click F. Let's see what happens. Yo, that just reduced the render distance is not the right word. Increase the fog. If I click F again, more fog. Dude, you literally can't see anything. This is so spooky. Imagine this in like modern day Minecraft guys trying to play like this. I would just be terrified all the time. That's so much fog. And anything can appear in the fog. All right, here goes nothing, guys. 3, 2, 1. Nothing. I don't get it. Does it need to be nighttime? Because zombies spawn in the night. But wait, that zombie spawn in the day. How did that work? Actually, that just makes it seem more fake now that I think about it. Unless I'm missing something? After doing some research, I discovered just how complicated it is to summon the giant in Minecraft beta. But there was a solution, a much more recent version. This is 1.8, which is significantly more stable than the beta copy of this game. But more importantly, it is the first version to ever include a /summon command. So in theory, if the giant is actually real, that should work. We're gonna use the little wiggly line called a tilde to identify our current position. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Wait, what's going on? Why is my screen blue? What the, huh? Yo, it's real. We can confirm this is real. Look at this thing next to me, dude. It's like, I don't know, maybe 10, 20 times my size? Actually, I have another question. Why isn't it moving? I've never heard of an entity that doesn't move at all. And I'm in survival mode. It's a zombie and it ain't even attacking me. And even stranger, it's not burning. It's daytime and this thing doesn't even care. Zombies burn in the sun. Everybody knows that. What is going on here? I don't understand. I'm more concerned that these might not be zombies at all. They're big, they don't move, and they don't burn in the sun. How can these be zombies at all? Now that I believed that giants were real, another question still remained. What is the zombie's connection to the giant? After some digging, I found this YouTuber from like 13 years ago who seems to be the only person asking the same question as us. And allegedly this video answers that question, except he spawned a baby zombie. What does that have to do with a giant? Whoa, holy time lapse, dude. Why is he in a pen? I don't understand. What? Huh? That baby zombie just turned into a giant. There's no way this is real. The description on this video says 1.8. That was the version I was just in. But also this video got like 3 million views. So was this just clickbait? Now, from my understanding, the only purpose of the fence was to create a pen that stopped that baby zombie from escaping during the duration of the experiment. Unless, of course, there's something more I'm missing. Now, you might be asking,
EY, why are you building 2 pens?
First off, we have the baby zombie. We saw that in the video, except, well, we don't have a spawn egg for that. You can only spawn in a regular size zombie who also burns. Do baby zombies burn? I mean, in the video they didn't. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's clearly not a spawn egg. We have to use the command like we did with the giant. So summon zombie, tilde, 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 and then curly bracket is baby 1, I think is what you do. Let's try that. Huh. And it doesn't burn. Maybe this is just an old version thing? But just in case, I want to try the other version of the baby zombie. You might be thinking,
EY, what are you talking about? Well,
we can actually make a small adjustment to this command. There it is our baby zombie riding a chicken, although he's like inside it at the moment. That's not quite what it's supposed to look like. Apparently jockeys in this version of the game are just seriously broken. And now, I guess we just wait? Dude, it's been like half an hour and I ain't seen no giants. That video has to be fake. I left this for way longer than that time lapse was, I'm certain. So all that shows is not only can the giant not be spawned naturally, at least not from zombies, but it most likely means that the giant isn't a zombie at all. Except up until now, we've basically just been guessing and making assumptions until I found this website. Now, yes, I know it's not technically the official Minecraft wiki, so we should take everything here with a grain of salt. But note here that look like zombies. They are not zombies. That is a really clear distinction. Again, it's made by fans, so it might not be true, but these are people like us who have done tons of research. They've even got the exact sounds, the entity names, the file sizes, everything. They have gone in depth, but this is where it gets really weird. For Java Edition InfDev, giants have been changed to use the human Steve. Notice it doesn't say Steve model, it says human. So were the giants actually originally humans? And what does that mean for Minecraft's past? But what version? Huh. Okay, the version is just a question mark. I don't know what InfDev is. I think that's like the developer model, so beta maybe? I mean, this is 1.0 and this is 0.31, so it's sometime in between these two versions. Why? Because it was in the source code? Huh. If it's in the source code, there's gotta be more clues though, right? But obviously it doesn't look like a human, so then what other connections does it have? The arms are out, like a zombie. I guess the legs and the body are the same as a human's? What could possibly be the same? Wait, did y'all hear that? Listen again. Oh my gosh. Do any of you guys realize how insane that is? That sound is everything. Hold up. Can we use creative mode? If we get ourselves a zombie and then change the time to night. Let me cook. Let me cook. All right, we put the zombie down. Listen to this sound. Ready? When I attack him. Now compare that to this zombie. This doesn't make the right sound. It makes the same sound as the player. At least I think it does. Hold up. If I go game mode survival, that's the same sound. Okay, so that's one connection, but hold up, I've been hitting this thing a ton and it has not died. I don't know how connected this is, but is it unkillable or does it just have a lot of health? That's the question I want to answer. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, a zombie usually dies in 2 diamond sword hits. 4, 5, 6. This thing might be immortal. 7, 8. Oh, that was 8 hits it took to die. So it just has an absolute ton of health. And guys, wait, rewind the video. Did I get the Monster Hunter achievement? Usually when you kill a mob for the first time in a world, and this is a fresh brand new world, you get the Monster Hunter achievement. But when I killed that giant, it didn't appear on the screen, which means it's not a monster. it could actually be a human. So why does it look like a zombie? And why doesn't it move? And could that be related to why it's been removed from the game and it's not in any modern versions? With all the evidence leading me to believe the giants aren't actually zombies, I began not only searching about the player's connection to them, but about the entire history of these giants. I think I might have just hit the jackpot of evidence. You see, going all the way back in time, Notch was the original creator of Minecraft. He actually made the giants himself, and he was also documenting that process on YouTube. This is like the very first time that giants were in the game. Just take a look. It is mind-boggling. The graphics are even more mind-boggling, but you see that? It's not attacking him, just like now, but the giants are moving. So we know that they used to move, but they don't anymore. But why? I just don't know. Maybe they were some sort of ancient player set in stone. All I know is that even when he attacks that zombie, giant, it doesn't attack back, which confirms our theories that giants are humans. They're not hostile mobs. I just know we are so close to solving this mystery, but what are we missing? I know. Back to boring old reading. Don't click off the video because at least at some point they've removed the giant's ability to move. That's got to be here somewhere. So giants act like any normal hostile mob. They walk towards the player. But clearly that was not happening in 1.8. So what happened? Oh, giant's AI has been removed. That explains why it doesn't move. But why would you just randomly remove the AI of a mob? That doesn't make any sense. Does it change ever again after that? 1.14? Wait, the giant changes in snapshot 18W have been reverted? So it says giants now use zombie AI in 18W50A, and then in the next update, they got rid of it again. What? Huh? Why do Mojang keep changing their plans on the giants? Do they do something awful or terrible to the game that we don't know about? I mean, they were incredibly strong when we tested it, but we need clear evidence as to why these things were actually removed, because I think it's way darker than we realize. Now, understanding the history of these giants, I still felt that there were pieces missing. Why did Mojang remove the giants from Minecraft? I did some more research and then took a break from my computer to look for answers elsewhere. Specifically, in my collection of Minecraft books. I'm just not 100% sure which one it is. Oh no. It's gotta be in here somewhere, dude. Look, I promise my channel is a lot more organized than I am. Yeah, no, I can't even take credit for that. It's only thanks to today's sponsor, Odoo, which makes staying organized easier than ever. Odoo is an all-in-one management software that helps me manage my business efficiently, from invoicing, accounting, project management, website creation, and so much more. Especially using their CRM application where you can track leads, predict forecasts, and close sales with ease. Like in this Kanban view that sorts all my client information into cards that I can drag through different stages of the pipeline. What's even better is when I click on a card, I get more information about the forecast and revenue. Plus, Odoo does a great job at keeping everything easily accessible right here, allowing me to schedule meetings and reminders so all the conversation stays in one place. Odoo's CRM app helps you manage opportunities and customer relationships better so that your business makes bank. And even with all of these fancy tools, Odoo's first app is free for life, offering unlimited hosting and support. So check out Odoo today. If only I had an Odoo robot to clean this place out, dude. Oh wait, yo, this is it. The official Mojang guide to Minecraft's maps. What does that mean? It's talking about the structures in the world, but more importantly, it was released before the Mob Bestiary. And surely if giants existed in the world, then there has to be some structure in the game that connects to them, right? The jungle biome and obviously the jungle temple, and it breaks down each of them for you inside that biome. There's the jungle temple, the ocelot, and a village treehouse? The villagers used to have tree houses? There has to be something here that can help us. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. On the observations page, fossils. It says here, I discovered enormous fossils way below the surface, something from giants. Oh my gosh. Guys, that's gotta be it. I never expected, but fossils. That's why we don't see giants walking around anymore, because they're not on the surface. They're in the ground. Hear me out. Most people, when they look at these fossils, assume it's for some ancient animal that crawled on the ground, and this was its rib cage, right? Because it's horizontal, that's how it spawns. But what if this entire time, every player has been looking at this from the wrong angle? There, look at that. That is not an animal's rib cage, that is a human rib cage. And then imagine this is like the head, and this is definitely the right way up. And if we copy this, we can put that, and it should directly connect onto the spine that we have over here. So if we rotate this 180 degrees, / paste, that's the giant. That's the giant fossil, right? I mean, it fits, doesn't it? But then why are they buried underground when the giant spawns above ground? Did Mojang want us to find these fossils? I mean, obviously they added them to the game, right? Or are they trying to say that the giants are now extinct? That's why they removed their AI. I mean, according to Notch's videos, it was in the game before beta. It was in alpha right when the game wasn't even called Minecraft yet. And since then, the world has seen so many variations. Structures, mobs, items, all sorts of updates across an entire decade. Which means over time, the ground level would rise higher. In fact, it happened so much, they literally changed the game code to no longer end at Y0. Y level 0 used to be bedrock, and now the world goes all the way down to Y -64. And then all these new things were discovered undergrounds. You know, the abandoned mine shafts, trial chambers, trial ruins, the list goes on. So over time, they just never updated the giants, and their spawn remained underground, and they couldn't adapt to the world. And it may be a stretch, but as the land rose, these giants became extinct. They spawned underground and turned into fossils. But that's just my theory. Still, Notch said it was simply because they were too overpowered. So maybe they were removed because they were too dangerous. But they don't seem that dangerous, unless there's more to this story. What do you guys think? Do you think that there was some other reason the giants were removed?